Whoa. Hi, I'm Jason. Now, if you don't know me, about 3 years ago, I began my fitness journey. I started out small, skinny, and very insecure of my body. Fast forward a couple years, and I've transformed my body into a physique that I'm really proud of. Now, if you click on this video looking for guidance of how to bulk up as quickly as possible, then lucky for you because you're in the right place. As someone who's tried many different diets, training programs, and supplements, I know exactly how hard it is to bulk up, especially as a skinny guy. In this video, I'll be teaching everything you need to know about how to diet, creating a good training plan, and other key factors to help you get jacked. Now, with that being said, let's start the video. First of all, let's talk about your diet. When it comes to bulking, the basic idea is very simple. The more you eat, the bigger you'll get. Now that sounds super straightforward, but the part where most beginners often get confused about is how much exactly should you be eating? On a daily basis, you need to be eating in something called a calorie surplus. This is essentially where you're eating more calories than you burn on a single day, and you need to be consistently doing this in order to put on weight. Now, to determine how many calories you need to be eating in order to gain weight, you need to first find your maintenance calories. To find this, you can just go to any calorie calculator website. I'll link one in the description down below so you can use that one. But basically, you just type in your info, your age, stuff like that. It'll help you determine how many calories you should be eating in order to maintain your weight. For example, my maintenance calories are about 2,700. So if I'm looking to bulk, I'll add about 300 to 500 calories on top of that to maximize muscle gain while minimizing fat gain. Now, if you're extremely underweight, I suggest you to just eat as many calories as you can. As long as you're in a calorie surplus, you will gain weight. Now, yes, this means you have to start tracking your calories, but I promise you it's very simple. All you need is a scale and some measuring tools. Every type of food that you buy from the market will have a nutrition label on the back. So yes, it can be very tedious, but I promise you it'll be worth it because you can actually track how much you are really eating. Now, to the second part of the diet is your protein intake. Not only do you need to be eating a lot of calories, but you also need a sufficient amount of protein. You need protein because whenever you train, your muscles undergo microscopic tears. Now, this sounds pretty bad, but after this damage occurs, your muscles actually heal and grow back stronger, contributing to muscle size and strength with the help of protein. So I recommend that you eat at least 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight per day. For me, I weigh 170 pounds, so I try to get at least 170 grams of protein every single day. Now, it doesn't have to be this much. You can eat less, but the lowest I would go to is 0.8 grams per pound of body weight. It will still be as sufficient, but I wouldn't go any lower as eating more protein doesn't hurt at all. Now that we got the calories and the protein covered, we're gonna move on to the last part of the diet, and that's actually getting the food down. As I'm someone who's been through that process of having to put in so much calories and food into my body, this is definitely the hardest part of bulking. So that's why the first step I'm gonna give for this is to eat low volume foods that are super high in calories. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, think of 2 apples, okay? And here's 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. Now, what do you think is easier to eat? I think that everyone can agree that eating a giant spoon of peanut butter is a lot easier than eating 2 whole apples, yet they are the same amount of calories. Now, what I'm trying to say is that to make the bulk easier, don't try to aim for foods that are super high in volume. Instead, go for foods that are higher in calorie ratio compared to volume. Another good example I can think of is comparing 1 giant bowl of strawberries that are 100 calories to a bowl of ice cream that are also 100 calories. Now you see a difference here. It's shocking. Also, another tip is I recommend that you should spread your meals throughout the day. So let's say if you only eat 2 meals in a single day, you only have 2 time windows to actually get your amount of calories in. But if you decide to split that into even 3, maybe even 4 meals per day, you have more time windows to get more calories in throughout the day. Alright, now that we got the diet portion covered in this video, let's move on to the training plan. A lot of people tend to overcomplicate how much you should be training in a single week. Like some people say, oh, as a beginner, you should train like 5 to 6 times per week. I would say otherwise. This is because you first need to get used to the gym, and also secondly, you're gonna be a lot more sore than others who have been consistently going. The key factor to training is to stay consistent. So if you're overworking yourself constantly, you're gonna wanna stop. So that is why I created this 3-day training plan for you to follow. It consists of 3 different workout routines, all being full body splits, and I recommend you spread them throughout the week like Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. The focus of this routine is to help you build the base strength for the compound lifts like the squat, bench press, deadlifts, and pull-ups, where your body requires more than one muscle group to perform the exercise. This will help you progress into doing other type of exercises that isolate muscle groups. Now, I recommend that you stick to this program for at least 48 weeks, but if you feel like you can do a lot more than this, or you just don't want to do full body 3 times a week, then I do have a fitness group. In this group, I offer one-on-one coaching, I give personalized workout plans, as well as diet guides. So if you're interested in that, there is a link down below where you can join the group. But to get back to your training, I also want you to incorporate this thing called progressive overload. This term basically means to gradually increase the weight that you lift after every workout session, which is key for building muscle and consistently getting stronger. Lastly, we're gonna cover the final topic: extras. Things that don't need their own segment, but stuff that you should just know. Firstly, rest. This is crucial. It might be tempting to jump into the gym 6 times a week, but it can lead to overtraining and burnout. You should start slow and let time for your body to recover. Next, let's talk about sleep. Like rest, sleep is vital, and it's where most of your gains are going to happen. Try to aim for at least 7 to 8 hours per night to maximize recovery so you can go to your next gym session with full energy. Thirdly, don't forget to stay hydrated. That is super important. And now let's talk about the last thing: supplements. So there should really only be 2 supplements that you should be using, and that is protein powder and creatine. These are the most studied supplements out there, and while they're not required for success, they can definitely help you out in the long run. Protein powder, it's great. It's such an easy way to get your protein in, it's super convenient, and it's very easy to consume. Creatine is also another great supplement to use because it aids in muscle recovery, and also it gives you an extra bit of strength that you can use for your next gym session. And that's it. I know my hair and clothes might have changed. It's a different day because I have my roommates come in, so I basically just had to finish recording a different time. But if you did watch to the end, I really hope that this guide is gonna help you with the gym. I tried to keep this as simple as possible, and I didn't want to overwhelm anyone, so I really hope that this was very simple enough for any beginners. But also, I am gonna plug this in again. I do offer a fitness community group that you can join. Over there, we offer one-on-one coaching, we give personalized fitness plans, and we also just give you a lot of guides to dieting, to any goals that you are looking forward to. Our goal of the group is to have the best fitness community out there, so if you could join and become a member, that would be amazing. The link will be in the description down below, so make sure to join that. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up. Be sure to follow me on Instagram. My ad's gonna be right here over there. I give a lot of fitness tips and a lot of fitness guides, so yeah, be sure to follow me. You'll just, there's no negatives to follow me at all. And be sure to post your transformation online. Make sure to @ me because it makes me feel better knowing that I help someone else in the world. All right, I'm gonna stop talking. Leave a like, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next.